Greetings, Tetris citizens. It is your old pal, Van Dweller, back with more classic Tetris Monthly Das Masters for March 2025. What we've got for you today is the orange bracket. This is the last one of our top 16 brackets that needs to be played so we can determine all four of our top four players. And it's going to be one of these people. It's either going to be PixelAndy or Leo, or Scotto Bozo, or Dog playing Tetris. PixelAndy, Leo, classic matchup. Scotto versus Dog, less classic matchup, but two great players. So looking forward to seeing how this all shakes out. No idea, but we shall see. I mean, two former winners in the same bracket, only one of them can advance. That's pretty crazy. And just to give you a look at our semifinals situation, the winner of this bracket will play against the defending Jonas Cup winner, Fractal. The bottom half of this bracket, formidable as well. AV Geek versus Tommy MTG. That will be played at some point, I guess. I don't know when. Probably not in March. We'll see how it goes. But that is the situation. PixelAndy versus Leo, Scotto versus Dog. Let's take a look at our rules so you know what we're even playing. And what we're playing is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System. On NTSC consoles, players can play on emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. So, vanilla Gym Tetris, except for one little thing, which we'll get into. Players can use any controller as long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronical, mechanical, or biological. No biological turbo. This is a DAS tournament. Players should not receive any in-game real-time advice, and they should not pause unless the commentator tells them to pause. Level 18 starts all the way through. Same PSS, and players, make sure that your hertz and input displays are turned on. And remember, players, please heed the spirit of DAS. This is a DAS tournament. If you want to play different way, there are other tournaments for that, but this is a DAS tournament where we play DAS. Everybody knows what DAS is. Press and hold, quick tap, cool. Taps in the middle of the board. It happens fine. So, but please, we're playing DAS. Best of 5 throughout, except for the finals, which are going to be best of 7, I guess. And the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which stands currently at $1,025.69. Thank you to everybody who has contributed to the prize pool so far. Had some big contributions, and I really appreciate that. We need another $174.31 to get to our $1,200 top 8 incentive. If we get to it, that means that we can pay our top 8 instead of our top 4. Excuse me. So if you want to contribute to the prize pool and see DAS tournaments, and this one in particular, continue, use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch and YouTube. That'll bring up 2 links. The second one is the one for DAS Masters. Click on that. It'll open the landing page for this tournament with our partner Matcherino. You go to the top right-hand corner, click on login. If you have a Twitch or a YouTube account, you just log in. It's easy. You click on it. It says authorize with your Twitch account, and you go, yep. Or your YouTube account, yep, you're in. Then there'll be a mustard-colored button that says contribute, and that's where you can contribute. If you're watching after the fact, go to go.ctm.gg/DAS prize. And would really love to see that happen. Somebody watching the VOD after the fact, contributing, my heart would be so warmed by that. Wow. My spirit would be buoyed, and I would just feel an amazing lightness. And you should really do that. Make someone feel good and make the players feel good. Why not? Okay, that's how to contribute to the prize pool and keep the players coming. How do you keep the stream going? Well, one of those ways is to support us on Patreon. Patreon.com/monthlytetris. That will allow you to pledge an ongoing amount of support, either on a monthly or annual basis. I got a couple of names to add here, so I apologize, but you know who you are. And thank you to our double sticker and sticker club level members, our community level members, of course, and especially to our Mega Masters supporters, Scott Gray 76, Jay in the Window, K9 watching Tetris and Tacnerus, and our Masters level supporters, Corporal 381, Shall Be Satisfied, bracket sponsor level supporters, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kit 91, and Mick Monkey. There are other ways to support the channel as well. If you're watching on YouTube, you do have super chats, you have stickers, you have channel memberships. You can gift a channel membership. You can gift multiple channel memberships. So that is one thing you can do on YouTube. In fact, you can do those even when we're not live. So if you're just watching in the comments, you can totally do those things. It'll show up in the comments that you did that for all time. And that's pretty nice. If you want to support us on Twitch, you can do so using bits. We love bits, 3, 2, 1 countdown bits. You want funny number bits? That's fine too. You got subscriptions to the channel. You can do that. You can gift a subscription to the channel. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you get a free Twitch Prime Gaming subscription that you can use with the channel of your choice every single month, and you can use it on us. And if you are looking for other ways to support us that are none of these things, you can use the support command in chat, and that'll bring up like all kinds of stupid stuff like Cash App and Venmo and PayPal and Ramalama Ding Dong. I don't know. It's got all kinds of different ways to support us there as well. And thanks to everybody who is keeping this channel going. It really matters as we try to bring you 2 and maybe more top level tournaments pretty much every single month. Full of 32 players, tons of matches, right? That's a lot of matches, a lot of streams. Probably gonna have to add more, but I don't know. Anyway, thanks everybody. Okay, while we're here too, let's mention the CTM merch store. Go to ctm.wtf. That is a real website. It'll take you to our real merch store. And there's all kinds of CTM merch. We're gonna add some more designs in there. And you can also gift merchandise to the chat. That's pretty cool. The store knows when we're streaming. So it'll go, oh, you gift this item to Twitch, and you can do that. And then it will trigger a little automated giveaway. Once you've, bought it, you don't have anything to do. You don't have to pick the winner. You don't have to ship it out. It's all automated. And it's been pretty fun. So thanks to everybody who has done that so far. And yeah, that is it. And let's see, anything else that I need to promo here? Let me think. Yeah, just while we're here, these things are coming up. One thing that's coming up is Evesy's Invitational Top 8. That's a fundraiser to support these fine folks. So if you want to see these fine folks show up to CTWC and you want to help make that happen, go to twitch.tv/Evesy Live on April 5th. There's a link there for tipping to make that happen. But I think if you just show up at that time on April 5th, the tip will be there and you can do that. Another thing that's coming up is, what is this? Oh, CTWC Mexico with our good friend Pollo, which is the Spanish word for chicken. But he's not a chicken. He's a guy, and he's helping to run CTWC Mexico. So you can head on down there if you want to. I won't be. I don't even know if I'm allowed in there. But head on over there, CTWC Mexico, April 26th, 27th. And also coming up, I think next weekend, so like a week, less than a week from today, the Midwest Regional, which is at the Midwest Gaming Classic. It's going to have Hatris, Tetris, and Dr. Mario Tris at the Baird Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm sure they're going to stream that on twitch.tv/classic Tetris. Okay. Let's just flop on over here. I'm not even looking. I don't know what's happening. The cams are misaligned. The players are not there. Let me refresh all this and get this set up. And we're going in big head mode because one of our players does not have a body. So I guess we're going to be in big head mode right now. There we go. Big head mode, Leo. And we'll see if we can find an Artiaga. That would be good. Live in a sec. Yeah, no, of course, Yeah. Sure. We're on, you know. It's Andy's world. We're all just living in it. And while I'm here, let me just do a little stencil fixing while Leo is warming up. Keep warming, Leo, so I can fix your stencil. Doesn't Leo own the 17th seed pretty much at this point? All right, that's not too bad. Is Dog eliminated? No. No, Dog is playing in the next match. All right, I'm just gonna sit here and keep refreshing. Whatever, it's fine. We only have 3 matches, you know, to do. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. Oh, are you confused because I put Andy and Dog first? Well, listen, you guys know, like, sometimes the stream title gets cut off, right? Well, if you're looking at it, so you gotta put the, you know, you gotta put the 2 most prominent players early, right? You know, no offense to the other players, but, you know, world champions, the greatest DAS players ever as well. You gotta put them first. Yeah, the stream title order does not reflect the match order. Oh, I mean, sometimes it can, but if I'm feeling lazy, but. All right, we are just hanging out, watching Leo. We're just chilling, watching, waiting, refreshing. What do I do if a girl says she loves me, but I'm scared of women? I mean, do you have a relationship with this person? Is it appropriate for them to tell you that? Because that's not something you just tell somebody who you don't have an existing romantic relationship with. K9 watching Tetris is a crazy person. K9 is just gifted 50 subscriptions, which is totally insane, to the Classic Tetris monthly community on Twitch. That is unbelievable. Did Andy's capture break again? I don't know. That is crazy. Oh, Andy is here. So yeah, there's Andy. So there's Andy. Andy's ready to go. You know, that's just normal. That's normal. I give up. I give up. K9 watching Tetris, thank you so much. I'm going to thank you during the YouTube recorded portion. I'm just going to pretend that it happened during the recorded portion so you can get your full thank you. But that is incredibly generous, although actually it's kind of credibly generous. I mean, K9 was an amazing supporter, good guy. And, you know, good taste, you know? I spent a significant amount of time with K9 during Montreal Regional last year. And, I don't know. Seems good to me. Stencil. Andy, if you just want to go live, I will just adjust the stencil on my end. It's faster for me to do it than for you to do it, frankly. So if you just want to go live and put your camera on there and leave it, it's faster for me to do it. Okay? Agree? Okay. Jeez and crow. All right, we got some live stencil here. We're 16 minutes in and no, it's all right. You can all watch me do some live stencil right here before your very eyes, okay? So let's see, we're gonna line up this stencil right now. And what do we have to do? Well, he doesn't actually have enough room on the top to do this, but the bottom and the left seem actually kind of okay. So let's see what we got. Yeah, he's cropped too much on the top. So let's first of all at least line up this here. Maybe I'll just use the transform. He's so far off that I can't even use the I can't even use the okay. It's not bad. That's not bad. Here, let's look at it. This should be close enough. Okay. Close enough. Travis says, have a CTM scene and don't touch it. Yeah, I mean, no, just literally just make a brand new scene every time. You know, put your game capture on there and then just have to do it anew every time. What's wrong with that? All right, we need to get this thing started because we are 6 minutes over. Yeah, you can just make different scenes for different captures, for sure. Wow. And I'm going to thank everybody who's contributed so far to the stream once we hit the YouTube portion of it, by the way. Oh my God, what is we have Andy. Andy is here. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. I'm giving you guys pieces right now. If you need one more little warm up, that's fine. But I'm giving you pieces right now. 5C E643. 5C E643. Is it just me, or does Leo look like the lead character from The Expanse? I have no idea. I never watched it. All right, we're going to have big heads. Let's see. We got to make these heads roughly the same. Did the Expanse ever like end like? All right, the pieces are here. They are 5C E643. It ended. See, I don't like to watch shows while they're on, because if they don't end properly and they just get canceled, like it's Netflix and they just don't give a shit, I don't like it. Oh wait, I just said the S word. Sorry to all the minor children and parents and grandparents. All right, make sure your Hertz and input displays are turned on, folks. Okay, looks like we are ready. Can you believe it, guys? We are ready with Tetris. Oh, we did 5CE643, 5CE643. We are ready. Amazing. We're only 10 minutes late. It's fine. All right. Classic Tetris Monthly DAS Masters Top 16. PixelAndy and Leo. Let us get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. The orange bracket is here. PixelAndy versus Leo. Name a more classic duo. I'll wait. While we're here, I want to thank K9 Watching Tetris, not only for just those 3, 2, 1 countdown bits, but also for the 50 gift subscriptions that he gave out to the Twitch channel. That is amazingly generous, and I really appreciate that. K9 Watching Tetris, that is amazing. Always such a generous and wonderful person. Even if they didn't support the channel, K9, solid guy. So thank you so much, K9. Appreciate that. And a Canadian. So that is a plus. Also want to thank Anonymous Gifter for gifting a tier 1 sub to Sebi. Blue Scooty's grandpa resubscribed 3 months at tier 1. Appreciate that. So thank you. And we have begun game number 1. I'm not going to say hell yeah just because I rhymed there. 52,000 for Leo, 71,000 for PixelAndy. And on the left side, it is PixelAndy, the really undisputed best player in DAS Masters so far. We've had 6 of them since July. Andy has won 5 of them. He's going for number 6. He's our number 1 seed. There is a Tetris for Andy, 125, 105 for Leo. Andy is also a 4-time Masters event winner. The last time he won was August 2023 in the Masters. He's also back-to-back finalist in the Lone Star event and was second in Lone Star DAS last year as well. And oh yeah, don't forget, he was a runner-up in CTWC in 2020, top 4 in 2021 and 2022. I think he was top 8 in 2023. And fun fact about Andy, you know, in CTWC, he's only been eliminated in those contests by someone who was that year or was at some point a finalist. So he's never been knocked out by a non-finalist in CTWC. But wasn't necessarily the same year. But that's what it takes to knock Andy out of a Tetris tournament. Huge Galaxy Brain Tetris player going for DAS win number 6. 228 for Andy, 205 for Leo. Leo is making his, I believe, his 4th appearance. Might be 5th in DAS Masters. Has been in the finals twice. That was in September and October of last year. So this is a rematch of those 2 finals. I'm sure Leo would love to get to the semifinals against this player. Also a former Hopeful Circuit winner. Played in the CTWC DAS Championship. That's the one held in Germany. Played in that in 2023 as well. He's got a PB of 1.26 million. He's seed number 17 from Bulgaria. Had to defeat Weisbrot and Peak in rounds 1 and 2. Andy, of course, in virtue of that top 8 seeding, this is his first match of this entire tournament this month. 305 here for Leo, 345 for PixelAndy. Def Gamer says, out of curiosity, has anyone ever forgot it is a DAS competition and started rolling before? No. I have not seen that. I can't 100% say it's never happened, but I've never seen it. Like grip switched or something? 402 for Andy, 359 for Leo. They had just about that same line count. So right now, Leo back by about 40,000 points. Tetris is here on level 18, worth 22,800. Kind of an errant rotation there for Leo is going to complicate his board a little bit. He's just going to go to work and try to clear this away as efficiently as he can. Now he's got a well uncovered, but that's only good for a triple, and still that well will not be good for a Tetris. So see how he's going to approach this. 394 for Leo. 474 for PixelAndy. Now remember, we have this match. Then we've got Dog versus Scotto. And then the winners of those two matches will face off to determine the orange semi-finalist. Tetris Randy, 544 transition into level 19, where the speed is increased by 50%. So it's a good, solid transition in a DAS competition. Leo going to Tetris in at 452. It's a little bit lower than you would like. You'd like to at least get 500K. So Leo back by about, 100,000 or so at the transition point. Of course, 130 lines of level 18 speed, 100 lines of 19 speed. And that will terminate basically at level 29, where the speed will double. Virtually unplayable for a DAS player, and certainly unplayable for an extended period of time for big scores. Some players, including Andy, have ventured past, into and past level 30. But the bulk of the points will be scored on 18 and 19. 565 for Leo. Tetris for Andy, 664. All right. There's a couple of burns here for Leo. Keep his well open. Oh, he kind of shifted that bar in the wrong direction. It's going to cause a little bit of extra burning for Leo. He was trying to make room for the bar. He's trying to make room for the incoming, what was it, L or J? And he kind of shifted to the wrong well. It happens. So kind of a costly shift, though, for Leo, because Andy continues to build on that lead. There's a Tetris for Andy. He's at 756. He's now ahead by 170,000 points. Leo straightened out his board, gets a Tetris 616. Technically, it's a trout, but my name is Sebastian, so I'll call it a Seabass. Oh, Sebastian referring to the trout emoji. I'm okay with it being called Sebastian the Trout. All right, he's acquired a name now. Good job. All right, Tetris for Andy, but he's got gaps in multiple rows and columns. So he's going to have to spend a few burns getting this straightened out. And he is straightened out. Now he's going to start building for that Tetris, and he's built up, and he is waiting. And he gets an 847 for him. Leo trying to dig out here, 176,000 points behind with just 25 lines to go. So Leo really needs something to happen bad on Andy's board and then to really just go, go, go. He's 200,000 points behind, only 17, really just 17, now less lines to go. Tetris is here worth about 33,000. And now into 28, Andy with a huge, huge lead, and there's not going to be much that Leo can do here. And there's a Tetris for Leo, just try to get whatever points he can And Andy is into 29. He's got the max out. And there's a Tetris Leo 866 and a demonstrative win in game number 1 for Andy. GG's, both players. We're looking for $174.31 into that prize pool, so I would love to just chip away at it by fives and tens. If you're out there and that's something that's within your means, would really appreciate it. Can't necessarily wait around for one of these people to just chunk it all up at once. It's up to you guys to, make sure that this prize pool happens. Support the thing you love to watch. All right, new pieces for these players. 16933A, 16933A. Use that Matcherino command in chat to bring up the links. The second one is the one for Das. Fives and tens. We got, over 200 people watching. I feel like we could do it in this stream. 16933A. Okay, both players ready for game number 2. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Dancing Longbar 49 with the Prime sub 31 months. Thank you, Dancing Longbar. Appreciate that. Thank you to K9 watching Tetris for gigantifying an Andy. Is that an Andy emote? I don't think I've ever seen that. That's Pixel A 4K emote. All right, underway in game 2. Each player with a couple of Tetrises. Easy peasy with the Prime resub 2 months. Appreciate that. Easy peasy. Thank you very much. Longbar gets over for Andy for a Tetris 115 and another one 138. And the Vits for Andy in the immediate Longbar for another Tetris 161 through 30. I think that might be 2 burns, something like that, but here come the burns for Andy. That was a sick Vits. That is my favorite one where you stand up an L or a J to do it. I try to do that all the time. Dano222 with the super chat. Thank you, Dano, for the 2222 super chat on YouTube. Says, go, Andy, go. Thank you very much. Do I have to pay a tariff on the Canadian super chats now? I don't know. It's all very complicated. All right, Leo's board getting up high, and that is going to be a top out for Leo in game number 2. Andy is already ahead. It looks like both players' boards were getting screwed up, but Andy's board was more prepared for dealing with it. So Andy's going to go up quickly, 2 games to none. And all of a sudden, Leo is up against it. Leo says BG. All right, players, I'm going to give you pieces. If you need to take a moment and do a little warm up, that's fine. Quick little warm up. That's cool. Play a little game, whatever you got to do. Got to do. Sebastian the Trout. Yeah. I like it. Peter Lustig with the Prime sub. Thank you, Peter Lustig. Says, you won the Twitch Prime lottery this month. Really appreciate that. 591 EAO. EIEIO. Both players are on seed. Game number 3. Leo up against it. Needs to win one to extend the match. 3-2-1 Tetris. All right, there we go. Tetris for Leo. Andy gets his Tetris as well, but had to create a few holes in the stack. Is that a triple flip for Andy, I think? Maybe. Tetris Leo, 71,000. Here's Tetris Leo, 93,000. I think we're probably going to add... so I'm starting to formulate what Stupid Tetris Monthly will look like this year, since we're going to bring it back. Going back to the halcyon days of 2021. And so we're going to have the same menu of, if you remember the old menu of games, so we're going to add some stuff. One is going to be a triple flip match like we did at Lone Star. Another will be a Vitz-Off. Tetris Leo, 168, 124 for PixelAndy. Let you commentate that? Of course. Of course. I mean, we have to have the world expert on Vitz. 191 for Leo. Nice little skim there. Has to take a triple, trying to keep that stack low. Tetris Leo. All right, S-Spin from Leo, 269. There's a Tetris Andy, 224. Same line count. Leo ahead by 32,000 points. Tetris and a half. All right, Andy's left side a little bit messed up there. Maybe a little indecision about what to do with that piece, or maybe a misflip. But ends up having to bring that stack down with a triple. And that's going to allow him to safely set up again. 302 for him, 344 for Leo, who gets a skimming at Tetris. Tetris Leo, 413, 348 for PixelAndy. Gets a Tetris 373. So Leo still with a little bit of a lead, kind of getting out to a line lead as well. A little bit. But now it's all tied up in lines. But Leo, of course, further ahead in the piece sequence, more pieces on the board with the same lines, means he's further ahead. There's a Tetris Leo. And another one, Leo. All right, so decent paces here as we cross the 100 line mark. Tetris Andy 487, 509 for Leo. Leo 5 lines ahead. All right, there's a triple for Leo in the middle to uncover the well. Long bar gets over Tetris for Leo 539. Andy starting to tighten up the scores here. Leo trying to go for that one last Tetris into 19 and we'll get it. He transitions in at 563. So now 100 lines until 29. 10 levels. The scores increment every successive level. A little S-spin for Leo. Oh, didn't use that S to get set up on the right side, and he had an incoming long bar. Could have gotten a Tetris out of that. Maybe felt he didn't have the dash or something like that. Long bar gets over Leo, 625, 637 for Andy. So Andy right now behind in lines ahead in score. It's kind of where you want to be. All right, Andy's just going to take a nice safe triple down the right side. Not going to go messing around. All right, Leo skims here. Trying to keep it open. Nice skimming at Tetris there for Leo, 684. Tetris Andy, 705. Thanks for the follow, Stan Locke. Guys, we are 64 followers away from 10,000 on Twitch. So if you can... if you're watching this right now and you're not following, please help us out. There's nothing special happens at 10,000. It's just a number that we've taken far too long to get to. And I would love to see it. 784 for Leo, 771 for PixelAndy. Leo ahead by 5 lines and about 13,000 points. Tetris Andy, 838, 850 for Leo. Thanks, Jandon7, for heeding the call with the follow. Appreciate that. Tetris Andy, 901. Leo, 859. Under 30 lines to go till 29. So whatever's going to happen in this game is going to happen over the course of the next 20 lines. Tetris for Leo, 928. Tetris Andy, 940. 940. Andy's also got lines in hand as well. So right now, Leo fixing to get to that 29 before Andy does. Leo gets it, Tetris, 996. Tetris Andy, he's got the max out at A09. 8 lines to go for Leo. Gets a triple there. There's a Tetris A40. He can possibly set up for one more. Andy A45. He's got a potential to get 2 more Tetrises. I think Leo's going to have to hold out for this Tetris and then get something else here because Andy gets a Tetris here and Leo is just not going to get the bar when he needs it. If he had gotten some bars, might have been able to set up for 2. If that would have even been enough, which I'm not sure it would have been. And Andy going to hold out here, does not get the bar either. Double max out, double level 28s, basically 229s, and double max out. Andy going to take this one 3-0 over Leo. I did not expect this to be a sweep in either direction, so that is a little bit of a shock. But that game 2 really was really a thing. Game 2 happened very quickly. Okay, I think we had another contribution to the prize pool, by the way, and I want to thank, I think that's Rena. Yeah, thanks, Rena. And if serial number was that? No, that wasn't this time. That was before, but thank you anyway. So thanks, Rena. Appreciate that. Okay. We got another match coming up. Actually, 2 more matches up. Leo, you are dismissed. Please hang around and watch, though, if you want to. PixelAndy, don't go far because you're going to be playing the winner of Dog versus Scotto. Be back in a minute. All right, that upcoming streams is way out of date. We're just gonna skip past that one. That is way out of date. Very lazy. All right, dog. Dog needs 5 minutes, guys. I've got to talk to you guys as father. That's it. Oh yeah, we got to pay that Artiaga tax. Can somebody make that, if Phantom tax can be a thing, can Artiaga tax be a thing? Thanks, K9, for gigantifying the emote 60 bits. Appreciate that. All right, well, I guess I'm just going to open up this Dr. Pepper Zero Blackberry. This thing is great. This is like the best flavor they've done. All right, let's see if we can get some ASMR of opening a bottle. All right, sound pretty good. Is my car fixed? No, I haven't. I'm hoping that if I just leave it alone for a couple days, I'll go back out and it'll just fix itself. That is it's totally delusional. But it's kind of happened. It's worked before. So I'm trying to hope, because I kind of do need my car right now. It's not a battery. It's not the battery. It's a host of things. I think I think spark plugs are misfiring or mistimed or something. No, it's not the starter. It starts just fine. It's just when I get on the road. It's either that or power steering is an issue. And I've had an engine light on for a while, although it's stupid because it's just the harness for the for the plug wires. There's like a harness and people like little people, like rodents, love to crawl up into cars and chew their harness for their plug wires. So it could all be related. I don't know. It's very, I don't know. Did you manage to test out your new format idea? No, not yet. It won't be the final rule set. So I suspect this preliminary rule set will be not perfect, but you know, that's why I want to test it out. But I just haven't, I need to find 8, you know, kind of roughly equal players to play it. And that's hard to do. I mean, I can't even get 3 players scheduled in the same time, right? So how am I going to get 8 players to play at the same time? You had a mouse die in the fan for your HVAC? Oh my word. All right, I guess we're just in big head mode today. This is what I have available. It's true. We just reached an hour. We played 1 match. Do I need to play big hand mode? No, I'd rather both mode. It's fine. It's fine. This is what I get, you know? I just work all, pour my heart into it, and that's all we get. That's fine. So, you know, you can't blame people because they don't all have like studio setups and different cams, and some people just have laptops and that's all they have. It's fine. I don't blame them. I just wish I could get cams out to everybody, and can't do it. Dog is live? Oh my god, what? Are you serious? Holy crap. Oh, your brother. All right, we're just going to use that. We can put Scotto's head on Dog's body. What do you think? Pull a CTWC and make the face really zoomed in, or I could just like alternatingly, you know, go over their shoulder, show their face, show their hands, show a long shot of them, like just alternate through that. That was cool, but it was a little overdone. It was a little overdone. You know, maybe once a half hour do that. You want to show off that awesome tee? It is a good tee. There it is. Where can you acquire that anywhere, K9? I think the CRT shots were fine too, like once in a while, and the other ones were cool, but it was just like, it got to be, it was just kind of, I don't know, it was just like too much, like, this, I don't know, the slow march through all those things. I was just waiting to get back to a normal one. All right, players, I am ready. So you should be too. Dog. Oh, it says Andy versus Leo. So I guess I'm not ready. And I didn't update anything. All right, now I'm ready. Dog, make sure you turn on your Hertz and input display. The CRT shots are just to give you a sense of what the players are looking at live. I think that's totally fine. It's part of the story. I don't think it's redundant. It's not there to show you what the game is like. It's just showing you what the players are looking at. All right, Dog, make sure your Hertz and input display are turned on because they weren't. Pieces are here. B5, B245. B5, B2, 45. B5, B2, 45. All right, looks like both players are ready. Scotto, Bozo, and Dog, top 16 orange bracket. Let us get them started here at CTM Das Masters. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, starting off with the L-O-Z-O, Lozo. All right, we did not hit the 7 out of 7 dream. K9 watching Tetris at the 3, 2, 1 countdown. Big says, go, dog, go. Appreciate that. Also, thanks for gigantifying the Vandy emote. Appreciate that as well. Kane, are you serious? K9 watching Tetris has gifted another 50 subscriptions to the channel on Twitch. Thank you so much, K9. That is absolutely crazy. I hope you didn't do that on iOS. That is so amazing. I really appreciate that. I'm seeing some names that I haven't seen in a long time, like Chode Larone and Tilbax. Scotto got one. Anyway, that is amazing. Thank you so much, K9. I don't know if you guys know this. K9 is a 12-year-old who stole his mom's credit card. All right, we are underway. Scotto Bozo versus Dog playing Tetris. On the left side is Scotto Bozo. Qualified into this tournament with a 1.067 million. That's an average of his best 2 games played over a 1-hour qualifying period. That gives him seed number 8 in this tournament, which means that this is his first match of this entire tournament this month. He's got a DAS PB of 1.25 million. That's good for 27th on the overall PB leaderboard. Scotto was tied for 20th in the most recent DAS Premier poll. That is a ranking of players done by some alleged Tetris experts. Alleged because I'm on the list. But Scotto, of course, known for so many things. He's played in every DAS Masters so far, looking to get into his first semifinals. He's known for the first ever 1.5 million with DAS. That was done in an RNG manipulated game, which is an amazing thing. It doesn't necessarily count for the kind of random leaderboard, which is how, sort of these records are oriented towards, but an amazing accomplishment. Is a speedrunner known for his several world records in the Ratchet and Clank series. So you can go to speedrun.com, look up Scotto Bozo and see all his world records. Also was the winner of the second ever Stupid Tetris Monthly. That was in November 2021. He's also got a Masters event appearance. That was in February 2021. Was the winner of the Silver Bracket in 2023 and played in CTWC longer probably than most of the people here. He actually did play in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. Played in Silver 24. So he's played in all of them since 19, either in the Gold or Silver Bracket. Also played in Jonas Cup last year. Also took third in the CT DAS Test Tournament of 2021. I think that was the first of the CT DASs. So, Scotto, long timer. 265 for Scotto, 280 for Dog playing Tetris, and Dog playing Tetris qualified in with a 1.06 million. That was good for number 9, just missed the top 8, which means he had to play a round 2 match and defeated Torja, who, by the way, we hope is doing well. There was an earthquake out in Thailand, and so if anybody knows anything about Torja or his status or anything like that, I would love to know and what's going on, and I hope he's okay. But Dog, of course, a 2-time CTWC champion, 337 for him, 360 for Scotto Bozo. Dog also a 9-time CTM winner, inclusive of Masters and Mega Masters and Lone Star and all that. Most recent one was No Cap November in 2024. Was first in our Lone Star 2023. Was runner-up in CTWC in the most recent one last year, and has never finished outside of the top 4 in any of the 5 CTWC that he has taken part in. Oh, by the way, did I mention he has the overall score world record with a 29.4 million, and the first player ever to get a rebirth on the Tetris Gym cartridge? And yeah, another one. He is the only other player to win a DAS Masters. Did that back in August of 2024. That was the second one ever. 390 for Dog right now. 435 for Scotto. So what you're saying is all the stars are here. Yes, we're saying that. K9, thanks for gifting 3 months to Maitre Huitien. Appreciate that. 445 for Scotto. 419 for Dog. Both of those are their 19 transitions. So relatively low transition, kind of medium. Lower than you'd want, but higher than I've seen. So it must have been tough RNG for both. 435 here for Dog. He's going to get a Tetris 460 now. 463 for Scotto. So pretty close in lines and score. Dog going to take that triple, I think, in column 8. 471 for him. Scotto 469. So yeah, close in lines and score. Dog trying to win this one to take a shot at his brother and then try to get through him and get another DAS Masters title. Simul Tetris 558 Dog, 561 Scotto. All right, Doug keeping that board low, sets up for a Tetris, gets it 619. We're into level 24 players with the same line count, and Dog with about a 49,000 point lead when the lines are the same. There's a skimming a Tetris there for Dog. For real though, does anyone know Dog's DAS PB? Oh, Dog's wrong PB. I don't know what. Something happened that is wrong. Dog's DAS PB is 1.289. Sorry, yeah. I don't know why that is on there. My apologies, guys. Yeah, it's 1.289 million. Apologies. We'll just have to. I'll have to have a one-on-one with the intern who did that. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Thanks for pointing it out. 802 for Scotto. 816 for Dog. A couple of skims there. There's a Tetris Dog 853. Fancy Meme just subbed on Twitch. Thank you, Fancy Meme. Appreciate that one. Tier 1 at 6 months in advance. Very nice. Tetris for Scotto. We're into level 28. So just a couple of lines to go. Scotto needs to really set up for 2 here, and even that may not enough. And I think Scotto knows the situation. There's the Tetris, and I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do. And the answer is not anything. Scotto going to top out 889 into 29. Dog is in at 934. So Dog takes game number 1. I don't know. For some reason, that game just snuck up on me. I know. We're just going through interns like crazy. All right, players, I'm going to drop you some more RNG. I'm going to drop you some more RNG. What did I just say? I'm going to give you some seeds. I don't know what I'm saying. D928A0. I'm going to drop you some more orange. I'm an idiot. A true idiot. Let's see, Doug is what, 17 on the overall list? All right, looks like both players are ready. Just going to check the seeds here. Seeds being checked. D928A0, both players ready. Let's get them started. If I can figure out how to use the internet. Here it is. All right, Scotto, Dog. Game 2, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, the intern gets to keep their job. They fixed Dog's stats bug there. 1.28 million, good for 17th. Tetris Dog at 68,000, 68,000 for Scotto, but Scotto's got those 3 pushdown points. Listen, you can't just fire someone because they make a mistake, right? You got to coach them. Tetris Scotto 136 through 24. So far, so good for Scotto. There's a Tetris. Dog's board a little bit, high there, but not so high that he can't deal with it. Going to chuck 3 more lines of burning on top of that well, but kind of necessary. He's going to uncover, and a couple of bars there for Dog. He'll get a Tetris 123. So he's got back to a scoring setup. 183 for Scotto. All right, Dog takes a triple. Bring that stack down a little bit. Long bar comes. Tetris 197 for him. Scotto right now with a 57,000 point lead, ahead by 2 lines. All right, little adjustment there for Dog. Make room for that square. Some great pieces to fill out that left side. All right, basically like the world's perfect stack right there for Dog. He gets a Tetris. All right, Dog gets a long bar over for the Tetris 292. Board was starting to climb, but it was in, good shape. Big channel over on that right side to burn pieces, get them over. Scotto 416, 339 for Dogs. The Dog back by about 77,000 points. It's 3.5 Tetrises. Oh, Jasmine loves the key tuck setup. See, Jasmine can appreciate other things. Key tucks, eye tucks, whatever. What is the key tuck? That is a flat J tuck. Like on the right side of the board, you kind of like putting a key in a lock. Jasmine loves kits. Don't we all? $4.99 for Scotto, $4.11 for Dog. So Scotto to this point has maintained just about that, 70 to 80, 90,000 point lead, but a little bit of a slowdown from Scotto. Maybe he's going to allow Dog to cut into this lead a little bit, getting a little bit droughted on both sides. Scotto forced into a triple. He gets a kind of Z vertical there. Not sure where that was going to go, but it's right there. 535 from him, 470 for Dog. Tetris Scotto, 560. Tetris Dog, 493. So the next Tetris for each will take him into 19. Dog is in at 517. Scotto is in at 584. So about a 67,000 point lead for Scotto at transition. That's a little... Oh, no, Dog is in trouble. That is going to be a top out for Dog here in game number 2 at 518,000 points. Scotto is good in game number 2. GG's. Oh, Fractal with the raid party of 36, and what a party it is. Thanks, Fractal. New pieces for these players. 146B F1. Of course, Fractal with some interest in this match because Fractal will be playing the winner of the orange bracket, either Andy, Scotto, or Dog. Fractal also in the top 4 of the Masters event, so in the top 4 of Masters and DAS Masters in the same month. Fractal got a world record today. What is the world record? Printing speedrun world record? I don't know. I mean, do you mean like printing something? What is printing? What does that mean? What is printing? Do I want to know? He printed paper fast. Amazing. All right, looks like both players are ready. 146 BFI. 146 BFI. Or BF1, sorry. All right, both players ready. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. BFI. Whenever I see BF1, I thought BFI because of the British Film Institute. All right, Suds with the update. Suds still getting over COVID. And now the whole family has a GI bug. Guys, you just need to stay inside and away from everybody. And don't eat. K9 gigantifying a couple of emotes, one of which was a fractal emote, and this time it is a K9, it is a dog emote. So thank you, K9, for gigantifying those emotes. So what was once a best of 5, now a best of 3 between Scotto and Dog. All right, 149 for Scotto, 164 for Dog, 2 lines apart. Scotto working 1 row off the bottom, but otherwise a good stack. There's a Tetris for Scotto in column 10. He's going to try to get this perfect transfer somehow. Yeah, so he's just going to burn 1 line to get that over. So pretty clean transfer for Scotto. Well, not a transfer necessarily, but, you know, clearing away that Tetris with the dirty Tetris, opening that gap up, burning the 1 line, and then putting the well back over where it belongs in column 10. So pretty clean. 257 for Dog, 243 for Scotto. All right, so we're just about halfway transition mark. Scotto's pace would put him, I don't know, about a mid to, you know, kind of 3/4 500K pace, something like that. Dog, high 500s. All right, Scotto starting to spire a little bit. Needs to find some burns. This is going to be tough. And yeah, he's not going to survive this. Scotto going to top out at 296. Dog is already ahead. Dog takes game number 3 to go up 2 games to 1. Yeah, nothing burned. Yeah, I mean, I think that if it was possible to get that L to the left, I'm not sure if it was or not, but yeah, that was tough. Yeah, just that spire, you got high centered and then just nothing over the left, no burns. That was rough. All right, new pieces for these 2 players. (1C4983) Classic Tetris League raid party of 10. Thank you, CTL. What was going on over there? All right, let's check them. 1C4983. Players are good. Players are ready. Players are about to play in game 4. 3-2-1 Tetris. Dan V says Champion Summit. Sage, thanks for the tier 1 sub. 28 months. Appreciate that. Yeah, who is playing in Champion Summit? Is it like all your champions in the past? It was Joseph, Corian, Green Tea, and Richard. Oh my God. Oh, that's like a dream lineup. Can you imagine? Wouldn't that be amazing? I know that that can't be what you had because people would not be watching this right now. That's like a dream lineup. I mean, if it was just another Dan V versus SV, you know, that we can miss that, but all right, we're underway in game number 4. Scotto needs to win this to force a deciding game 5. Oh, Bubble Rhapsody was there. Yanni, Ben Mullen. Batfoy? Oh, if Batfoy were there, forget it. The whole internet would shut down. Garbage Egg was not a winner, but I guess maybe if you're in the finals, you're invited. Oh, Mohammed Badir was there. Dog can get that. I can't get that square over to the left. Should not be that big a problem because you can always find a tuck to set up there, like that Vitz that Dog found. That is not getting that square all the way to the left is not fatal. Tetris for Dog, 181, 253 for Scotto. Sebi, yeah, you're too new to know Mohammed. $205 Dog, 278 for Scotto. But yeah, I mean, Mohammed was involved in a lot of crazy matches. There were definitely a couple of deep runs for Mohammed and matches versus Adam MTS. 230 for Dog, 301 for Scott Bozo. You know, Andre's got that shirt with the dancing banana guy, but Mohammed used to have that when we didn't require cams, right? Mohammed had that as his animated GIF in his camera slot, right? But then he also had that misdrop, right? Didn't he also have the misdrop GIF that was like super frustrating and annoying looking? That's some deep lore though, right? Yeah, that was Mohammed. 418 for Scotto, 349 for Dog. I think that kind of reminds me of something we want to do. I'm not sure when we're going to run it, but I'm going to put together a stream and you guys will know about it. It'll be like a 24-hour kind of stream, and it's just going to be all the finals that we have in the vault, just played back to back in order. And maybe we'll run it as like a, I don't know what we'll run it as, but I just kind of want to do that. $422 for Dog, $491 for Scotto Bozo. And we'll run them as like, a live stream. That way you can be in chat and comment on them. Duck in, duck out. Catch up on, all the history you might have missed. $470 for Dog, $539 for Scotto Bozo. Scotto ahead, 40 to 60,000 points, depending on where the lines are. Okay, yeah, right now it's about 50,000. All right, Scotto uncovers the well. And it recovers it. Trying to uncover it again. There we go. There's a burn. He's got some places to put pieces while he waits for the bar. And yeah, a little droughted here. We are getting droughted. He's just going to take that triple into 19. Still no bar. Finally, Scotto here at 606. Dog gets the bar as well. So 573 for Dog, 609 for Scotto. Tetris Dog, Scotto in a little bit of a burn. Scotto just trying to keep this low. Oh no, that S piece for Scotto is going to be tough. Oh, no, that left side for Scotto. That is going to do it for Scotto. He is going to top out at 616, and Dog is already ahead. And, guys, Dog will be moving on to the top 8 to face PixelAndy. So what a matchup. I don't know if this matchup has ever happened before, but we're going to see it happen. Now, with Dog and Andy, anyway, GG's to you, Scotto. Good run. But it's going to be Dog moving on. You know, great qualifying in, Scotto. Tough opponent, former champion. Yeah, can you believe it? Never before seen. So, very interesting matchup between our two champions in this tournament. Now, with Andy and Dog, I have no idea when it's going to start. Could be now, could be an hour from now. Anyway, all right, let me go ahead and report this. We'll get that set up. We'll be back in a moment. All right, while we are waiting, again, a reminder about the upcoming events that are upcoming. Yeah, the Midwest Regional at the Midwest Gaming Classic at the Baird Center, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, April 4th through 6th. That's next weekend. You're going to play Hatris, you're going to play Tetris, you're going to play Dr. Mario, and you're going to see such Tetris luminaries as Meme and Vicious Rhubarb and Huffaluffagus. So that is going to be a fun time with some great people. The other thing that you can do that same weekend is watch the Eavesy Invitational. This is a fundraiser for all these fine folks. And you can find that at twitch.tv/Eavesy Live. And this is to ensure that all these people are able to go out to CTWC. And I think we all want that to happen. So if you want that to happen and you're in a position to contribute, consider going over there and contributing and watching the top 8 of this tournament. Another thing that is going to happen next month is CTWC Mexico. That's April 26th through the 27th. Our good friend Pollo will be there in Mexico City. And yeah, you can go there, and there's Tetris, and I don't know what else is going to be there, but certainly some Mexican people and Mexican things. So enjoy that. New giveaway, by the way, says Andy needs 40 minutes is the name of the gifter, and it's a stencil ready shirt. That's pretty funny. All right, looks like Andy is here though. So we'll go ahead and get him set up. Got to adjust cams again. And yeah, dog in the Doge room. I have some headcanon around that, like dog is secretly dog is not allowed to play Tetris anymore, so instead he just goes to his friend's house to study, and that's where he plays Tetris. That is my headcanon. And that is to me that's what's happening. All right. So please join, ! Join, folks. Join in the giveaway. You can earn a stencil ready shirt. Not earn it, you can win it. Yeah, ! Join, folks. Join. All right, let me fix these cams while we're joining. Or you can Nyaj! ! You can do that as well. All right, it was Andrew Meep who won the stencil ready shirt. Congrats. All right, players, we're going to go ahead and get you some pieces. Congratulations, Andrew, and thanks to our giveawayer who goes by the name Andy needs 40 minutes. 685232 are the pieces. All right, we are here. We are ready. It is the top 8. The players have their pieces entered. They are ready. They are 2 related people. Let's get them started. Top 8. The winner goes to the semifinals. PixelAndy versus Dog. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yes, the only 2 people ever to have won Classic Tetris Monthly DAS Masters are on your screen right now, fighting it out to make it into the top 4. Let me just adjust these cams, and then I'll introduce our players. There they are. On the left side, it is PixelAndy, a 5-time winner of Classic Tetris Monthly DAS Masters. We've held the tournament 6 times. Andy has won it 5 of those times. He qualified into seed number 1, getting a bye into the top 16. He took out Leo in that round of 16. He's got a DAS PB of 1.32 million. That's good for 4th on the leaderboard. He was also ranked the number 1 DAS player, according to the most recent Premier poll. He's also, by the way, a 4-time CTM Masters event winner and was a finalist in Lone Star 2022-2023. Also was second, the runner-up in Lone Star DAS in 2024. And yeah, pretty good history at CTWC. Was the runner-up in 2020, top 4 in the following 2 years, top 8 the next year, top 16 in 2024. And I just think it's interesting. He's only ever been eliminated by someone who was or became a finalist in CTWC. Also won the Waco event back-to-back in 2023 and 2024, according to my intern's research. I have to see if that's correct. So that is PixelAndy trying to make his way into the semifinals, looking for win number 6. And on the right side, it is Dog playing Tetris, who is right now playing Tetris. Seed number 9 took out Scotto in the previous round to get here. He's got a DAS PB of 1.28 million. That's good for 17th on the overall leaderboard. He was ranked number 3 in the DAS poll. He won this event. It's the only non-Andy to win this event. He did it in its second month in August 2024. 229 for PixelAndy, 243 for Dog. That was a finals against Tristop. And by the way, did I mention he's a 9-time CTM winner in our open top-level tournaments? That includes 8 CTM Masters event plus Lone Star in 2023. He's a 2-time CTWC champion. He's been in the he was the runner-up last year. He's been in the semifinals or beyond every single year he's played. It's pretty good. So 2 pretty good players. 288 PixelAndy, 319 for Dog. So a combined 13 Masters champions, a combined 6 DAS Masters championship. Crazy. $334 PixelAndy, $367 for Dog. Oh, also they're related. Just in case you didn't know, they did play against each other in that 2020 CTWC. They also played in that Lone Star that Dog won. That was the year that we got kicked out of the building just before the finals. And so the players had to finish at home. 338 for PixelAndy, 413 for Dog. And because it was a live tournament, Pumpy was kind of the producer of that. And he's like, no, you guys have to actually play in the same room. So they could not play in different rooms. He's like, no, it's a live event. You have to play in the same room, just like it's a live event. I can't believe he got away with that. It's amazing. K9 Watching Tetris has gifted 50 more subscriptions to viewers on Twitch. That is bonkers. Are there any viewers left on Twitch? 349 for Andy, 463 for Dog. K9, you are absolutely a mad lad. That is crazy. So K9 is gifted 150 subscriptions, plus a couple more actually, a couple of one-offs to this channel during this stream. That is absolutely insane. K9 totally carrying the support for this channel, and Andy totally in trouble. I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do, and he knows that he cannot burn that down within DAS limits. Andy going to top out at 381, and Dog is good in game number 1. So I think everybody in this chat is probably a subscriber now. Deep Shock, thanks for the raid party at 2. Appreciate that. K9, you are absolutely bonkers. Thank you so much for that. It really means a lot. You have no idea. All right, players, I'm going to go ahead and give you some pieces. Yeah, spam those emotes, folks. Spam them. We don't get all uptight if you spam emotes. Who would do that? I see Twitch streamers are like, "Oh, stop spamming emotes." Why would you do that? You're spamming our emotes. That's what they're for. Spam them. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's make sure they got seeds. E92 3DE. Yes, players are good. Players are ready. We're playing game number 2 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Yeah, I want to see tons of emote spam, guys. Just tons. There you go. You guys are doing it. Should I turn on emote only mode? Sure, go ahead. 45,000 for PixelAndy here in game 2. Dog looking for his first Tetris. He's going to get it. Dog at a little bit of a later start, I think. All right, emote only mode for the rest of this game. Key tuck for Dog. There's a Tetris, 45,000 for him, 94,000 for PixelAndy, but Andy is ahead by 8 lines here early on. A little bit of an S spire for Andy. He's going to be able to get Tetris ready. Dano22222 with the super chat. Thank you, Dano, for that super chat. And Dano says, go Andy, go. All right. So Dano rooting for Andy. Thank you, Dano. Appreciate that with the $22.22 Canadian. All right, you guys, spam the emote that you most want to see on a piece of CTM merch. The only way you communicate with me is emote, so yeah, spam the emote you want to see on the next design of CTM merchandise. Oh, we got Yup Bears, we got Hanson Bears, the doll. Oh my god, that's a good one. Data Spree, thanks for the prime sub, appreciate that. 240 Andy, 210 for Dog. Oh, he's gonna miss the line spin. Oh, Lone Star Bear, that makes sense. Keck W Bear, okay. Level 12. Sod, that is not my emote, Barrett. That's your emote, right? Yeah, I can't put your emote on there. 239 for Dog, 289 for PixelAndy. All right, I'm getting some ideas here, guys. Thank you. You can keep spamming away, though. 262 for Dog, 315 for PixelAndy. Oh, NCTM. Yeah, we have to make an NCTM shirt for sure. I'm in favor of that. Delete server. We should do a delete server as well. Tetris for Dog, 308, 338 for PixelAndy. Although technically, I don't know, is the Keck W emote? I don't think I made it. Clearly it's based on my intellectual property, but did I make that? Or Hydrant or whoever? I don't know who made that. Oh, Jasmine chatted in emote only mode. Abusing mod privileges. 379 for Dog, 430 for PixelAndy. D-Cider. Chicken sandwich? We could do. Nobody wants a chicken sandwich, or do they? I'll think about it. $404 for Dog, 478 PixelAndy. Oh, you want the doll bear, the CTM weird doll? All right, I'm getting ideas. 525 PixelAndy, 452 for Dog, but Dog is back by like 15 lines. Tetris for Dog, 475. So, you know, if it's 15 lines, you can get 4 Tetrises out of that. That would be about 88,000 points, and that would put them roughly equal. So assuming all of Dog's lines to be made up are Tetrises, then they're on the same pace. K9 is gigantified and emote, 60 bits. Thank you, K9. Appreciate that. I mean, Dog was thinking about a sneaky little Vitz there, maybe. Saw that out of the corner of my eye. Kind of said no. All right, Andy is in a little awkwardly into 19 at 579. Oh, and that's going to be a top out for Andy at 582. The target for Dog is 583. 583 is the target for Dog. Long bar is going to look good there in column 8. He's 2 Tetrises away. He's got forever and a day to get this. So now he just has to really just not top out is the assignment. $582 and anything really is the chase down. Maybe an overshift with that Z piece. All right, keeping it low. And there's the bar in for the Tetris for Dog, and Dog is good in game number 2. I don't know. I see a little misdrop here, a little bit of, you know, oh man, I hope this bar comes in for this Tetris. I don't know. Chase down's not easy for anyone. All right, you can undo emote only mode. All right, GG's players, let's give Dog game number 2. He's up 2 games to none. New pieces, players, when you're ready. 56374A, 56374A. That Dog and Scotto game was 3-1 Dog, right? I think it was 3-1. Okay. Thanks, Meat. All right, players and pieces are here. 56374A. All right, both players are ready. It is game number 3. Andy is up against it. Maybe a little bit of an unfamiliar situation for Andy, down 2 games to none here in Das Masters. Needs to win 3 in a row to have a chance. Dog just needs 1 win to advance. 3-2-1 Tetris. All right, OTZO. Otzo. Last Otzo standing. Where did Dog get that shirt? He got it in Montreal. I don't know where he got it, honestly. He wasn't there. I'm sure that his good friend K9 Watching Tetris sent it to him. Jasmine says, tell Andy to release his single. All right, Andy, release your single. All right, Andy's in stand-up mode. You know, it's getting real. All right, there's the Tetris for Andy, 57,000. The 5-time Das Masters champion up against it here in the top 8. Needs to win this one. And 2 more. You can only play 1 at a time, though. Tetris Dog, 89,000. Tetris Dog 135, 137 for PixelAndy. All right, good pieces for the left for Dog, and he is now Tetris ready very quickly. 185 for him, 185 for PixelAndy. All right, Andy gets a Tetris, but he's got a couple of holes over on the left side of the board. He's going to get to work on those. Trying to keep it clean, trying to refrain from covering them, but there's only so much you can do. There's a Tetris in the meantime, and a nice bar down the right side. That'll help Andy clear away all this nonsense. Oh, he's actually going to set up for a dirty one row off the bottom in column 1. Left well Tetris. It's a bad time to get droughted when you're one row off the bottom in a DAS game on the left well. And it seems like that's what's happening. But yeah, he's going to sort of pull back that L piece. I almost called it a J just because like we're oriented on the other side of the board. So like my whole brain is flipped. So 288 for Andy, 304 for Dog. Andy was, I think, trying to sit back down. And maybe got that wire caught up on the chair or something like that. So a dangerous maneuver. But he's sitting back down 290 now. 313 for him, 349 for Dog. Dog is behind in lines, ahead in score by about 36,000. Now they're even in score. And that is going to be about a 58,000 point lead. K9 watching Tetris just gifted 10 more subscriptions to the CTM community on Twitch. K9, you're just bonkers right now. Thank you so very much. That is absolutely crazy. Oh, is that 1,500 gift subs lifetime? My word. You know, the rest of you, don't be intimidated. You are welcome to go after that record. That's probably the record for this channel. You're welcome to go for it. It's fine. I support you. Tetris says he's good. Well, how about just one? You know, the longest journey begins with a single step, Tetris. You'll never get it with that attitude. 497 for Dog, 441 for Andy. Dog gets a Tetris 525. We're just a couple lines away from 19. You've gifted 50? That's pretty good, actually. Thank you, Tetris. Thanks again, K9. Andy is into 19 at like 452. Dog is in at like 532. All right, Dog trying to bring his board down. A couple of timely long bars to help him do that. T is not going to get all the way to the left, so Dog going to look to bring this down. That left side should be accessible now. And the long bar gets over for the much-needed triple just to bring this board down. 572 for Dog. Andy with a clean board, 519, a well on the right side. Dog trying to get this stack back down. Looking for that L piece or something to the left, and that is going to do it for Dog. So Dog tops out at 577. The target for Andy is 578. 578 for Andy. He gets the Tetris, and he is good. So Andy going to take game number 3. Okay, I'm going to put pieces in the chat. Players, if you need a moment, you can take it. 98194C. 98194C. Of course, both of these players, courtesy of all of our contributors to the prize pool, they would be in the top 8 if our prize pool gets another 174.31. So, I'm sorry, 164.31 because we had a contribution from Rena. Let's chip away at it, guys. 5, 10, 5s and 10s will get us there. Is this stream dying for anyone else or just you? I think it's just you. I've had no drop frames at all. And given that you said that, I'm going to refresh both your streams here just to make sure that we are synchronized. Yeah, you got to get Doge to spring for some better internet. There, dog. $1,000 bits from K9 says, "Go Doge, go." All right, I think Dog working on his internet situation here. Did I really say that? It's very cringe. Is your capture frozen, or are you working on your internet? Not sure. Restart the page. Maybe just close your browser out entirely and reopen it. Yeah, we're going to restart the entire match. That's it. Andy would love to reset 0-0. He would love it. He's going to restart the computer. That's no problem. And players, we are going to re-roll your pieces here, so just don't get used to it. You can keep warm if you need to, Andy. Oh, in the meantime, let's check Fourth Wall to see if we have any giveaways that were not claimed, and we're just going to do them. Let's see. Orders. Twitch gifts. I think we have one. I'm going to redo this one. All right, we're going to redo a giveaway. This one's from Tacky. So, exclamation point, join. That'll give you something to do. Here, we'll try to make it like the DVD logo. Doink, 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 doink. This is still the most baffling problem you've ever had. Can you bring it up on your phone or something? Hit the corner. Oh no, barely. It just barely. Can you have it on your phone maybe? This is the most baffling problem I've never had. You think it's good? Okay. All right, let me refresh all the streams again. Let's see how we're doing. Why is it not? Oh, it's 9, that's why. It's bad again? But you're able to stream though, right? You're live now? Okay. All right, did someone win that? Oh, you could watch on YouTube, although that might be delayed a little. Yeah, I'm still not picking up your stream here. All right, let's see who won. It was A35U. You are a winner. Go to ctm.wtf to redeem. Dano222 with the $50 Canadian sticker. And which sticker was it? It was Pear Character riding a firework rocket, disappearing away before bursting in the sky. And let me look at it and see. Yeah, that is what it is. He's a pear-shaped character and he bursts in the sky. All right. Thank you, Dano222. All right, looks like he's back. You gonna be all right? Do you need to warm up a little bit just to shift modes? If you need to take a warm up, that's fine. We're gonna re-roll your pieces, guys. Yeah, that's fine. All right, well, thank you, Tacky. I think that was the one that Tacky himself won, so I just re-gifted it. Since he intended to gift it in the first place, I just re-gifted it. What's up, Chen? All right, I'm gonna re-roll these pieces, by the way, guys. So just, and you know, take the warm-ups you need. That is fine. Get back into beast mode. When you're ready, the pieces are there. D0E274. All right, D0E274, my guys. All right, both players are ready. Game number 4, PixelAndy and Dog playing Tetris. Dog is up 2-1. Looking to wrap this up right now. 3-1 Tetris. All right, OTOL. Oh, no, OTOJ. Sodium is here. Says, how are Dog and Andy playing again? That's a good question. It's a very good question. See if I have any other fourth wall gifts to give out. Now, A35U, you've got to redeem that, by the way. Go to ctm.wtf/redeem. That was the redeem? Oh, did it go through? Oh, I didn't see. Okay, great. I didn't see it. All right, good job. See if I have any more to do. Nope, they've all been redeemed. $119 for Dog, 94,000 for PixelAndy. All right, congratulations again, A35U, and thanks to Tacky. 121 for Dog, 145 for PixelAndy. All right, people are joining. That's fine. It's probably the right thing to do when you join the stream. When you first get here is just type join, because you don't know when there's a giveaway going on, right? And you don't want to miss it if no one tells you. But there is no giveaway right now. $170 for Dog, $191 for Pixel-Andy. If Dog can win this game, he will advance and he will knock Andy out. Andy, of course, wants to get back, wants to get win number 6. He's already got more wins in DAS Masters than he's got in the Masters event. 5-4. Dog, the only other player to win a DAS Masters. That was back in August. And then he got to the finals against Tristop. All right, that long bar over there for Dog will help out a bit. He's got 2 more rows of garbage over the Tetris well. 210 for Dog, uncovered well. We're going to recover it here. It's a long bar like a piece too early. There we go. He's going to uncover it, gets a long bar, brings it down. Tetris Dog, 236, 256 for Andy. And another one for each. Andy ahead by 3 lines and ahead by a little less than 1 Tetris. Are the finals best of 7 official? Yeah, it is. Dog with a Tetris stands up that Z piece. That's going to work out. And now Dog a couple thousand ahead with the same line count. Dog looking to make it into the semifinals of both of our tournaments this month. Oh, no, not both of our tournaments. He did not make it in. He made it into the top 8. So he's in the top 8 of both. So he's at least trying to get into the top 4 of this one. That's right. Did you guys see Alex T on German TV? I don't have a German TV. 422 for Dog, 424 for PixelAndy. There's a Tetris Dog, 445. Save this link for later. Somebody can put that in Vandy channel. Your TV is British? You have a British TV? Do the British make TVs? No idea. That can't be true. Tetris for PixelAndy, 471. 471 for Dog. So same score, 3 lines separating them. Tetris PixelAndy 503 into 19. All right, he's going to get set up here. There's a triple and then a Tetris into 19. So Dog with a small advantage heading into 19, but virtually tied. Very small lead. Kind of an early tuck there for Dog with that T. I'm not sure what Dog was going to do with that T piece, but all right, he's bringing it down. Your CRT is a British Roadstar. Oh, all right. Well, not lying. There's a triple for Doug. That'll bring the stack back down a little bit. Trying to bring this stack into some kind of order. $6.15 Andy, $5.31 for Doug. And Doug just with gaps or holes in the stack, different rows and columns. So that's really slowing him down a little. And he's just going to bring this down. Try to get back in a rhythm here. Might go for a... Yeah, no, I was thinking maybe he would go for a column 8 Tetris there if the right pieces came, but it didn't come, so he didn't do it. 575 for Dog, 709 for PixelAndy. Tetris for Dog, 604. He's 3 lines behind. Andy is basically 110,000 points ahead with 50 lines to go until 29. Oh, Dog's board climbing here. Oh, there was a bar there. He might have been able to get it, but he had some sort of kind of gave up there. Not sure if the bar would get over. Probably wouldn't have gotten over anyway. But Dog going to top out at 609, and Andy going to take that one. So we now have a decider. It's a Das cider. All right, I'm going to put the pieces here in chat, players. If you need to take a moment, that is fine. If you need to do some jumping jacks or burpees or whatever you need to do, walk around the room. Wait, isn't this the finals? It is not the finals. This is just the top 8. I don't know what kind of stupid qualifying procedure would allow the only 2 players to have won this event to meet in the top 8, but this is not the cat surgery. I wish it were the finals, but we still have to schedule a semis and a finals. Why is it an intern error? There's no intern error. What's the error? It's a top 8. There's a new giveaway. K9 has gifted a decider.ping pint glass to the chat. That is a decider.ping pint glass. All right. Did I give pieces? I'm going to give pieces. I'm going to give new pieces, guys. These are the new pieces. These are the real canonical pieces right here. BD67 Common Era. All right, let me refresh one of these streams here. Oh boy. Dog stream went offline. Ruh-roh. Yep, gotta reset the match. Why is dog internet bugging? I don't know. Don't ask me. It happens. It happens. We are not gonna reset the match to 0-0. You're low key down. You're high key down to do that. That's not gonna happen. I mean, we can play it later. It's just gonna be best of one. They are not in the same house, Sebi. Yes, you are high key down to do that, I'm sure. Your internet is out? Oh, my word. Oh, no, sir. All right, Hana won the Decider.ping pint glass. Congrats, Hana. Thanks again, K9. Appreciate that. Ay, ay, ay. Well, we're not resetting, Andy. Stop with that. We can reschedule. We can reschedule, but we're not resetting to 0-0. We're not resetting to 0-0. That is not an option, but we can reschedule the last match. Yeah, we're gonna give it a few minutes, see what happens. It might come back. Andy always looking for, some angle. Angle shooter. That's what we call them in poker. Angle shooters. All right, we're going to have a best of 31, guys. Best of 31. All right, dog, we're going to give you like 5 minutes here. See what happens. It's looking bad. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not these guys' faults, of course. Yeah, you guys can just play a game off stream and then just mail it into me and I'll tell you who wins. Sebi says, this is the worst possible way to end a top 16 stream. I mean, this is a very... Don't worry. I don't want you to stress out. It's fine. You don't have to be sorry at all. This is just the internet. It's fine. But we'll give it a few more minutes and just see, you know, if we can get it done here. That's good. And if we can't, we can just tack you guys on to like another stream. Watch the Alex T video. What is the Alex T video? I can't find it. The link. I don't even know if I don't want to play that on here. Fireworks says unplug the router for 10 seconds, plug it back in. 3 German dudes do a line sprint against Alex. I mean, the modem and the router, really. Where is that? Oh wait, that's what's his face? That guy raided me. Is that the guy? What's that guy's name? Yeah, that guy raided me one time when I was playing Tetris. It was like a 22,000 person raid. Yeah, Kanasi or whatever his name is. Yeah, I was playing Tetris one time. He raided me. It was like 22,000 people on my personal channel, and all his crazy fans were there. Do a react stream, and I'm like, I don't know what to do for you, 22,000 people. And it was late, so I couldn't be all loud and like, you know, YouTube-y or whatever. Here, hold on. Let's see if I can... That's deprecated now, right? Window capture. Which window is it? I don't think I'm capturing my... Hold on, let me capture my audio. See if this works. You guys can't hear that? I can't. Oh, here we go.
Ich habe schon einmal einen Controller irgendwann mal in der Hand gehabt und einmal Tetris gespielt. Aber nicht gespielt, sondern ich habe das gesehen, dann habe ich gedacht, das ist mir zu anstrengend. Ich habe wirklich das letzte, und das ist kein Blödsinn, das letzte Spiel, was ich gespielt habe, war das Tennis mit den Balken und auch nur bis zur Stufe 3, dann wurde mir das zu schnell und ich habe da den Überblick verloren.
Dafür kannst du gut kochen.
Ich kann
weißt du, jeder
sehr gut kochen. Deshalb, ich bin
seine
jetzt
Disziplin,
gespannt.
in denen er gut ist. Ich werde euch die Aufgabe jetzt auf Deutsch vorlesen. Alex weiß schon, worum es geht. Deswegen, der ist bestens versorgt.
Oh, there's Alex T.
Einfach auf die Aufgabe. Darum geht's. Wer schließt schneller 100 Reihen in Tetris? Oh. Alex, der 6-fache Tetris-Rekordhalter
seit 10 Sekunden vorbei.
und Weltmeister? Oder unsere 3 Hobbyzocker? Das ist die Aufgabe. Eine Reihe wird geschlossen, sobald alle Felder einer Reihe mit Blöcken gefüllt ist. Ja. Ihr könnt den Controller mit Händen und Füßen bedienen, so wie Alex das auch macht. Der hat euch das schon mal vorgemacht und die Schuhe schon mal ausgezogen.
Auch with your foot?
Auch with your foot?
With your foot ist das in
Your foot?
Dings? Hä? Der macht was?
Und in der Foot?
3 gegen 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 1.
So, er gibt jetzt eine Zeit vor und muss
Also
100
bitte.
Reihen schließen.
1.
Laura, das ist schneller als bei mir.
Ja, alles klar.
Ja, er hat Level 19. Er spielt hier alleine, das heißt, er muss sich was überlegen, um gut gegen euch aufzuholen. und muss ja erstmal eine Top-Zeit vorlegen.
Was muss er?
Eine Top-Zeit vorlegen, weil diese
Vorlegen.
Zeit läuft dann als Countdown quasi in eurem Lauf. Und
This
run
is real,
rückwärts
Chat.
runter.
Naja, guck. Und siehst du den nächsten Stein? Du siehst ja immer den nächsten, der kommt.
Ach, da, ja.
Ja,
Genau,
ja.
ihr könnt euch jetzt
Darauf
quasi
muss-
schon bei Alex eine
weißt du,
Taktik
okay,
abgucken.
ja.
Das ist schon wichtig.
Nee, ich kann nicht.
What's he doing? Like a
Ist jetzt
100-line sprint or
20.
something?
Linien, Zeilen. Die erste Minute ist gleich um, also ein bisschen Zeit werdet ihr haben für die 100 Reihen.
Bei dem kommen die lang viel öfter als bei mir. Der kam nie ein langer.
Nee, der baut einfach besser und ist schneller.
Vielleicht.
Ja.
Aber Tim,
He
das
should
ist
do it on
machbar.
29. So did they fly him out to Germany to do this? Is he already in Germany?
32 Zeilen nach 1,20.
Der lässt immer außen den einen frei und wartet immer, bis ein
Ein bisschen
langer
langer kommt. Der baut links und dann macht er gleich 5, 6 Reihen weg.
Ja.
Ja, guck mal.
Ja klar, so wie Tetris halt geht.
He was flown out.
Und das hat der 4 Jahre gemacht.
Alex,
Und
can I
ist
be your
dann
manager?
Weltrekordhalter geworden.
I want to get flown out to Germany.
So, gleich hat er die Hälfte an Reihen. Und liegt bei 1,5.
This has got to be a lot of pressure, though. I mean, it's not like
Genau. dann
Like, people
setzt
top out
einer
on
von euch
19,
aus.
right? I
Absolut
mean-
richtig. Dann ist der durchgespielt.
Schnell reinzumachen. Ich versuch
I would be so worried that he'd just be like he's on a stage.
Ich
But then
glaube,
again,
ihr habt zu dritt
you know,
eine
he won a
Chance,
tournament
Jungs,
on the
wenn ihr euch
biggest,
beeilt.
you know, the biggest tournament on the biggest stage. So
Wie viel hat er jetzt?
he's no
Er hat
problem.
gleich 60.
He's locked in.
Reihen
Focus is
und
key.
liegt bei 2
Yeah,
Minuten
zoom in on the
und
hand, guys. That's the thing that sells the story.
baut alles fein
Focus on the
säuberlich
hand. That's weird. That is going to get people interested.
auf. Der
Yeah, there
spielt
you go.
jetzt
Focus on the
Level
hand and the
19.
foot.
Da kannst du dir vorstellen, wie Level 41 aussieht.
Don't top out there, buddy.
So,
Aber der macht auch
jetzt
kaum Fehler, ne?
fast gar keine, ja.
Yeah,
Der weiß
focus on
Fehler.
his
Ja, ganz
foot.
genau, dass er mal irgendwie so sich
Die Blöcke
verhaspelt
fallen
da.
ab.
Put, you got to put that foot on
Weißt du, was
the
ich meine?
So,
screen the
jetzt ist er
entire
nah dran.
time.
3 Minuten gleich
Nobody's
um und
ever
er ist
seen
schon
that.
sehr nah dran an den 100.
All right, so these guys are going to try to get
Alex.
100 lines and beat Alex.
10 Stück fehlen ihm noch. Und dann hat er es nach.
This is easy. He's doing easy, like an
Weniger
easy
als
stack here. No
Sehr
acrobatics, just
wahrscheinlich.
nice, easy,
Das ist doch belastend.
getting it done.
Da kommen viele lange.
He knows the assignment.
Und jetzt hat er's.
All right, 323.
3,23. Alex,
I got to admit, I really like
Are
that
you happy
idea
with
of
your
putting their boards on a
Good time?
vertical TV behind them. Like, we should do that.
Very good. Seid ihr
We don't need a
bereit?
projector. Just put their boards behind
Chips
them
und Bier noch haben?
on a TV that's vertical.
Machen wir beim nächsten Mal. Jetzt heißt es erstmal 3 gegen 3.
That looks
2,
awesome. That's
1.
great. We got to do that instead. Yeah, this looks fucking great. Oh, whoops. That looks really great.
So, da Tim ja nicht
just did the
eingeschlagen
F word.
hat, kann ich auch ein bisschen reden und kommentieren für Sie zu
Sorry.
Hause. Wer mich nicht mehr reden hören mag, schaltet jetzt einfach den Ton ab.
They're on level 5.
Guck mal, 2 Reihen schon, Jungs.
Ja, dann war ich das allein oder was?
They should see what they need to do is have them
Man denkt
start.
jetzt, wenn man so im direkten Vergleich sieht, man würde eine
They need to have them start on
Zeitlupe gucken,
19 just to show how difficult it is.
Meine mit dem? Scheiße!
They need to have like one guy just be the heavy and start on 19, right?
So.
Just to show them how
Also Knossi, ich sag mal so,
ridiculously
du musst
they,
überperformen,
ridiculous
glaub
they
ich.
are.
Ich habe
Like,
ja auch gerade Probleme.
he should have done tree
Was
strat.
sagt die Zeit?
Well, no, he didn't need to do tree
Zeit
stat to
sagt
win it. That's
2,5
great
Minuten
tournament
noch. Aber ihr habt
strategy
schon
is to
6
not do
Reihen.
tree
Jetzt
strat
10
against dumb players. Because
Komm.
what if he had done
Was
tree
hab ich
stat
jetzt gemacht?
and strat and topped
Wäre
out
halt
at
sehr gut,
level
wenn die
12?
anderen beiden dir auch mithelfen würden.
I mean, topped out with 12 lines
Ja,
or
macht was,
something.
Jungs.
You know, like that would have
Macht
been
ein paar
that wouldn't have been good.
Komm, ihr könnt das doch. Guck mal jetzt hier, zack. Zweier.
Der ist so scheiße hier.
That is so scheiße hier.
Elton, hast du erst 3 Reihen?
Lass ihn.
Lass Elton in Ruhe.
Aber Selbst Tim
Weiter,
hat mehr,
weiter,
der noch
weiter,
nie Tetris gespielt hat.
What do you say, Champion, to our skills? What can you say? It's good?
Good.
Gut.
Aber ey, ich find's jetzt nicht so schlecht.
The easiest competition ever, huh?
Nein, ey, ich bin hier noch dabei.
Ich habe jetzt, guck mal.
Da kommt ein langes, super.
Hier, Knossi, links. Hier,
Jawohl!
da sind die im Fenster. Da.
Jawohl, ich bin
I don't know
unten.
what this music is. What's tree
Knossi.
strat? Tree strat
musst
is
rechts
when you're
hinspielen.
doing a line speed run, when you're doing like a time speed run for lines.
Jawohl, guck mal, ey, aber
And
Champion,
you
look,
build
das ist
up a
noch
bunch of
besser.
garbage on the bottom so that you can get through more pieces and you build on top of it.
Ich bin unten, ich bin
Because you get a
wirklich
shorter
unten.
fall time per piece, which will save you time.
Jungs, wir können das schaffen. Wir können das wirklich schaffen.
Alex might win this.
Ah, du Dreckskacksding da.
Elton?
Yeah,
Die letzte
Knossi's
Minute ist
doing good.
angebrochen.
Wie läuft für uns?
43 Reim.
Hey, guck mal, 43 rein, ich hab schon wieder 2.
Can they? Oh, they're trying to
Verdammt, ey,
combine
das ist doch
beat him.
scheiße.
Knossi.
Zack.
Zack,
Also scheiße,
Yeah, if he
scheiße,
did
scheiße.
tree
Dreh dich,
strats
dreh
on that, that would have been sick.
zack, mach.
I
Aber
kind
you
of want
see,
to,
not
I
so
want
many
to,
longs
these guys to
coming
try
from
to
me.
do.
Can you see?
I want them
Das
to
ist
do a
wirklich, ey, ich
19
hab wirklich
start.
das Gefühl, wir kriegen diese langen Dinger
Not to
nicht.
be annoying, but where are the
Kein
players? I think
Guck mal,
we're
guck mal, I
waiting
need
on
the long
Dog's
now.
internet. So
Wie viel haben wir
Du
denn?
brauchst das lange. Gönn doch jetzt ein langes. Guck mal, wir gönnen ein langes. Ein long. Ja, da kommt's, ein long. Jawohl.
jawohl!
29 habe ich. 29 habe ich. Komm, gib noch ein langes. Gib noch ein langes. Nein! Ja! Ey, das war nicht schlecht.
Also jeder von euch hätte so 35 reinmachen müssen. Das hat selbst Knossi nicht geschafft. Ihr wart nah dran, Jungs.
Ey, guck mal, wie lang kein langes kommt. Jetzt ist hier. Schau mal, ja. Schaut's euch an. Guckt
See,
euch
they're
an.
addicted. These guys are addicted. They can't stop playing.
Ich krieg kein langes. You see? No long.
I wish they'd show Alex playing on
You
29.
see? You can see?
Yeah.
Why? Why ist dieser Algorithmus bei mir so? Wirklich? Was guckst du an, Elton? Guck's dir mal an. Guck mal auf meinen Bildschirm. Guck dir mal meinen Bildschirm an. Alter. Das, guck dir mal
I mean,
meinen
that's the thing
Bildschirm
about this game. If you get people playing, they really can't stop playing.
Ich sitze hier, spiele Tetris und steht da.
That
der
is until, of course,
Herzfrequenzstieg
they,
auf
like,
120.
You know,
Obwohl du-
play Tetris at the
obwohl du
highest
anscheinend
level
10
and get
Minuten
injured and hurt
Energy
themselves and
warst.
never want to play again and get sick of it.
Das
But
macht
other
die
than
Sendung
that,
mit mir.
people
But I
can't stop
think they
playing.
like Tetris now. So, Alex, you are our champion. Congratulations.
All right, there he is.
Wir werden mal schauen, was er auf Lager hat gegen euch.
Okay, there you go. They lost. I mean, they didn't even come close. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't think these players are coming back, so they're probably gone at this point. His internet is not coming back. Is he even here in chat anymore? All right, these guys are gone. So we are going to have to figure out what to do. This is like Lone Star Finals. Yeah, we're going to have you guys go to we're going to have to have you guys finish this live. Should we just draw this? Yeah, you can both be in the top 5 now. They cut out Mark coaching them at the start. Oh, Mark was there. That makes sense. I was going to ask. They should have Mark out there, honestly. No, yeah, we're not. Of course, you're down for a draw. Andy's scared. See, Dog has Andy scared right now. I feel like Andy a little scared of Dog. You can see. If you were confident, you wouldn't be acting like this. All right, yeah, if it's a draw, you're both out. Then we just have a 3-way finals. So that's it. If there's a draw, neither one of you advance because you have to win to advance. Neither of you won. All right, well, guys, we're going to have to find a way to reschedule this. Obviously, internet trouble. Sorry about that. These are unavoidable things that happen when you are playing Tetris online. Clearly, Dog's internet prefers doing things its own way. So, yeah, we are going to have to go ahead and find a way to finish this one game up. Three-way finals. Anyway. Well... Hey everybody, it's your old pal Vanfeller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up.
If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell.
And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris.
Thank you, and have a nice day. Oh man, that one was messed up. All right, well, we are going to have to go ahead and call it. The players had an internet problem. We're going to have to reschedule or tack them onto an existing stream, I think. So the next stream that we have is the Masters finale. That's going to be on Tuesday at 8 p.m. That's going to be Alex T versus Meme, Scooty versus Fractal, and then the finals. Maybe we can squeeze in this solo game between now and then. I don't know. Maybe we tack it onto then. We can go late for Das Masters. There's no Das Masters next month. So if we have to go late, that is totally fine. That is not a problem. We could squeeze it in around Mega Masters. Not a problem. So again, sorry guys that we couldn't finish this out. This is nothing we can do. Internet do be like that sometimes. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up this stream. I want to thank everybody for showing up and hanging out. We had so much support during this stream. Let's run the little credits thing, and it will tell you like all the people who got subbed. Although a lot of these, almost everybody got subbed either with a gift from K9 or a couple of them did it themselves. But where's my thinger? There it is. Let's refresh this. How do I refresh it? So anyway, thanks for the new followers. Turtle Talon, Jandon, Stanlock, and all these subs. All the subs are here. Look at all these new subs. Nearly all of them courtesy of K9 Watching Tetris. Some of them were themselves subbed in. So thanks Peter Lustig, Easy Peasy, Data Spree, Sage, Fancy Meme, Dancing Longbar, Anonymous Gifter, Blue Scooty's Grandpa. You all subbed yourselves, and the rest of you, thanks so much to K9 Watching Tetris. K9 also coming in hot with the super chats or stickers or whatever. Really appreciate that. That is amazing. So we'll go ahead and watch this. I mean, look at all these people. These are all subs, guys. We'll rate Andy. Is Andy, are you streaming? Is Andy streaming? Maybe Dog's internet never gets fixed. He's streaming to make up for it? Okay. That'll make up for it. Andy's going to stream on PixelAndy, I'm assuming. All right, then Twitch Bits, thank you for K9 Super Chats. Dano, appreciate that. Raids from Fractal, CTL, and Deep Shock. Appreciate that. Also want to thank our patrons. Double sticker community. Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9, Tacky, Corporal, Shalby, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kit, and McMonkey. Also want to thank K9 and Tacky and a few other people for gifting merch to the chat. That was amazing. We're going to raid PixelAndy because he wanted it. Is he streaming right now? You guys all know that CTWC exists, right? So that exists. That is not a mystery to you all. Is he streaming right now? Your great check mark is showing up. All right, he is streaming right now. All right. Thanks, everybody. We will figure out when we're going to do this. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you Tuesday at the minimum. Maybe something between now and then. I'm not sure. And thanks again, everybody who supported. Really appreciate it. It means a lot, honestly. All right, PixelAndy. YouTube, we're going to end your stream. Go on Twitch and watch PixelAndy.